The fame of a sage living in the foothills of the Himalayas had spread far and wide, because he could cure even the most severe diseases by harnessing the power of people's belief, mental strength, and life force. Without the use of any medicines or treatments, he would simply eliminate their illnesses completely by bringing changes to their thoughts, daily routines, and some habits. The Seeker's Question. One morning, a sick person approached the sage and said, "O sage, I have visited many doctors and have taken their prescribed medicines, but I haven't found any significant relief. Now I am tired of these doctors and their medications. However, a friend of mine told me that you can cure people's illnesses solely through the power of their minds, without any medicine or treatment. So is it really possible? Can I also be healed in the same way as you do?" The sage's foundation teaching. Upon hearing this, the sage smiled and replied, "The human mind is the greatest physician in the world. It possesses the immense power of life force, capable of eradicating even the most formidable diseases from their roots. All that is needed is to recognize this power, give it the appropriate time, and follow certain rules." The sick person said, "Oh, sage, I will surely adhere to any rules you will provide. Please enlighten me about those rules." The sage said, "The human brain is a unique and miraculous healing system in itself. It has the ability to eliminate major diseases entirely based on the person's faith, belief, and trust. The human mind contains a miraculous treasure where, based on a person's faith and belief, such elixirs are created that are hundreds and thousands of times more effective than any medicine in the world. We all possess an inherent magical system to free ourselves from numerous diseases, which can be activated by anyone through changes in their thoughts and emotions. When we instill complete confidence in our minds that the illness can be cured, our minds start producing such elixir that heal the body's ailments without any medication or treatment." The 12 Rules of Healing. To cure any disease through the use of the mind's power and the body's life force, you will have to follow these 12 rules. House Rule 1. Unshakable faith. First, unshakable faith that only you can do it. There is a wisdom within all of us that operates life. This wisdom works like a divine power for which every disease is curable. You just have to connect with that wisdom within you and convince yourself that you are perfectly healthy. This wisdom gives us life and we are constantly connected to it. As soon as we separate from this wisdom, even for a minute, we become sick. Our body's balance is disrupted and we are surrounded by various diseases. Wisdom refers to the consciousness within us, which is also called the subconscious mind. All the power of the mind resides with the subconscious mind. It is the place where all the answers to our questions lie. The entire power and understanding of the mind reside there. If you learn to harness the power of the subconscious mind and learn to control it according to your will, not only can you heal your illness, but also reap the benefits of good health and live your life with perfection. Those who have healed their illnesses based on faith and trust in the power of the subconscious mind had complete conviction in a greater power. They believed that the power that made me sick is also under the control of a greater power. It is connected to me and within me. The same power, the same stream, the same flame is being created that is healing me. Whenever we maintain unshakable faith, we adopt a positive perspective towards a greater power. The suppressed area of our mind becomes active towards it. Whenever a chemical is needed to cure a disease, the power resides with our subconscious mind. It creates those chemicals that strengthen our defense system. It strengthens our ability to fight against diseases. So if you also want to recover from an illness, you must first have unshakable faith that you can be healed. You need to believe that the power that can make everyone sick, weaken them, is also within you, with the help of which you can do whatever you want. The power that is capable of destroying is also capable of creating a greater power. Rule 2. Keep your mind calm. Secondly, start keeping your mind calm. 99% of diseases are either caused by anger or fear, and anger is also born out of fear. So it is important to understand that most of our problems are rooted in stress and negativity. Constant stress creates imbalance in the body and gives birth to various diseases. People scare themselves every day. For example, if someone is late returning home, we start thinking that something might have happened to them. Maybe they had an accident with someone. Whenever people have free time, they look at what is wrong in their lives. They constantly worry about something or the other, such as when will my wedding happen? When will I get a job? When will my house be built? People keep fearing all these things and continue to believe in them. But the problem is that our subconscious mind cannot differentiate between imagination and reality. When we indulge in negative thoughts, our subconscious mind believes it to be true. It starts feeling as if there is an invisible sword hanging over it, which can destroy its health, relationships, and life at any moment. As a result, our subconscious mind remains in constant fear, producing negative chemicals within our body that can lead to serious illnesses. Now, what is the solution to this? The solution is to stop creating negative stories about oneself and start working on finding solutions to the problems. Another very effective method is to calm the mind and release all the negativity. To do this, write down all the negative thoughts, anger, fear, and jealousy from the past that bother you. Write down all these thoughts on a piece of paper. After writing, neither read it yourself nor let anyone else read it. Just burn that paper. This sends a message to our brain that the negative thoughts have come out on paper and now they have been destroyed. As a result, your mind will experience an incredible peace and happiness. And a body with a peaceful and happy mind cannot be afflicted by any disease. Rule 3.3. Learn to forgive. The sage said, "Learn to forgive people if you want to be well. First, find out whom you need to forgive." We cannot free ourselves until we free others from our mind. By freeing others, we are not freeing someone else, but freeing ourselves. Remember, your mind, cement down, forgive, and move forward. How long will I keep suffering from this difficulty? There was a house with a rule that no garbage would be thrown outside. Then gradually the garbage started piling up. The house started smelling bad. And bugs and insects started breeding, and slowly people started falling sick there. This is not just a clock of that house. It is also the story of our mind and body. It is a habit of our mind to hold on to all the negative events that happened to us. Who betrayed us? who showed us down, who insulted us, who fought with us. All these negative events keep revolving in our mind, overshadowing the good things in our life. We can't pay attention to them due to this negativity. We live in anger, jealousy, stress, and resentment. And 90 to 95% of people live their lives in this state. We don't keep garbage in our house for a day because it starts to stink the next day. But we keep anger, jealousy, and insults that are 15 to 20 years old stored in our minds. And then say that our illness is not getting better. Until we forgive people, those things will not come out of our minds. And you may think it's just a thought, but it's rotten garbage that never leaves the mind and keeps producing a foul odor within. When we live life with negative thinking, we start eliminating the chemicals in our bodies that keep us healthy. We become weak and activate those chemicals that trouble us. We weaken our immune system and keep ourselves in distress, thus creating diseases within ourselves. The solution to this is to forgive those who have wronged you in the past. Forgive them from that day, and I will help you start getting better from that moment. Rule 4. Live in the present. The fourth rule is to start living in the present. If you want to heal yourself, learn to live in the present. Because when we live in the future, it fills us with worry and stress. When we live in the past, it fills us with regret. The beauty of life is in living the present moments. Those who carry wrong things in their mind and body are not living in the present. The odor produced by what happened 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years ago in the past is still lingering in their minds. If someone is sick, they should speak to themselves in the present and feel that they are healthy. They should say, "I am happy," because when you think that you are healthy in this moment, your mind will start producing chemicals that will speed up the healing process in your body multiple times. But what is it like to be present in the present moment? By becoming aware of our breath and bringing awareness to our bodies. What is happening around us when we pay attention to where we are, conscious of our surroundings? Our body experiences less stress and our ability to think and understand increases. By doing this, we get the opportunity to learn many new things about ourselves. Slowly, our minds begin to understand the reasons for our stress. And when our minds understand this, a significant change occurs within us. We stop negative thinking and we start finding success in everything we do. Because our minds cannot differentiate between imagination and reality. That's why if you imagine yourself as a healthy person, your mind will start believing it. Rule 5. Learn to love yourself. The fifth rule is to learn to love yourself. Years pass by, but people never talk to themselves. They don't even know what their favorite food is or what they enjoy, because they never spend time with themselves. If they truly understand themselves, they will have to learn to love themselves. Many women and men lose themselves in the responsibilities and hustle of family life. The day you find yourself, all the wrong things will start leaving your mind and body. The day you find yourself, you will start understanding your own worth. And that's when a person truly understands their own worth. That is self-love. Rule 6. Imagine positively. The sixth rule is to imagine positively. Start your day by asking yourself how you can become the best version of yourself today. Most people after waking up only think about their problems. And most of their problems are related to the past. It's as if we think about our problems, they start thinking about the past. Every problem is associated with an emotion. And when they start thinking about the past, they become sad and start considering themselves unworthy. For the next 7 days, you need to start your day with positive thoughts. After waking up, think, as soon as you wake up, how can I become just a visual tomorrow? Make a decision that I will spend today with happiness. So I should start every day with positive thoughts and feelings of enthusiasm. Our physical condition is directly related to our mental state. So when we start our day with a positive mental state from the past, it is good for our body too. Create an image of yourself in which you are completely healthy. Every day take 10 minutes to sit quietly and imagine what you are becoming. By doing this, our subconscious mind begins to create chemicals that can rapidly heal our illnesses. If our mind has created an illness by thinking negatively, it can also heal it by thinking positively. Rule 7. Discover your life's purpose. The 7th rule is to discover the purpose of your life. Some people remain sick simply because they find their lives meaningless. They start feeling old before their time. Having a goal or a purpose in life is essential for good health and well-being. There should be a reason for you to get out of bed every day. When we start feeling that our lives have significance and we are connected to a purpose, we become happier. We feel more energetic and refreshed. When we are internally happy, our body begins to heal its own illnesses. Rule 8. Practice deep breathing. The 8th rule is to practice deep and full breathing. Take a few minutes each day to sit up straight and practice deep diaphragmatic breathing. When we take deep and long breaths, our body's defense system becomes stronger and works more efficiently, resulting in faster recovery from diseases. Deep breathing also keeps our mind content and we feel happier throughout the day. Rule 9. Cleanse your body from inside. The 9th rule is to cleanse the body from the inside. It takes approximately 6 to 18 hours for food to be completely digested. Meat in particular can take several times longer, sometimes up to 2 hours. However, people continue to eat at regular intervals, not allowing the previous meal to digest properly before consuming a new one. This leads to improper digestion and undigested food sticks to the walls of our intestines, spreading toxins throughout our body and causing various diseases. To avoid this, a person should practice fasting for 16 hours every day, or undertake a 24-hour fast once a week. This allows the vital energy in the body to cleanse the remnants of food and maintain proper hygiene, as a clean body from the inside is resistant to diseases. Rule 10. Express gratitude. The 10th rule is to express gratitude for universal energy. Express gratitude for everything you have: good health, good relationships, wealth, and abundance, by thanking the universe for it. Being grateful for management and people makes us feel internally fulfilled. It keeps us happy and content, and expressing gratitude brings about an internal transformation. It acts as medicine for the body and mind. The possibility of an optimistic and grateful person falling ill is very low compared to others. And if they do get sick for some reason, their recovery rate is very fast. Therefore, have unwavering faith in the vitality of the body. Be optimistic, stay happy, think positively, and express gratitude to the universe. This is the surefire way to eliminate any illness from its roots. The sage's conclusion. After that, the sage remained silent, and the person thanked them and left from there. Additional health wisdom, my friends. 90% of diseases occur due to accumulated impurities in the stomach. One should never let the stomach remain empty. Otherwise, it will always be susceptible to diseases. 160 diseases occur only by consuming non-vegetarian food. 103 diseases occur by drinking water after meals. Therefore, one should drink water only 1 hour after eating. 80 diseases occur due to the consumption of tea. 48 diseases occur due to the use of aluminum utensils or pressure cookers for cooking. Nutrients remain intact when cooking food in earthen pots. In brass utensils, 97% of the nutrients are retained. In bronze utensils, 93%. And in aluminum utensils, including pressure cookers, only 13% of the nutrients are left. According to Ayurveda, food should not be consumed within 48 minutes of cooking because it acquires tamasic qualities after 12 hours. It becomes unfit even for animals to eat. Rock salt is always the best for consumption. After that, black salt and white salt are equivalent to poison. Mustard oil, peanut oil, coconut oil, sunflower oil, and desi ghee should be consumed. Refined oil and dalda are equivalent to poison for the body. Consuming cold drinks and alcohol increases the likelihood of heart disease. Excessive consumption of cold water, ice cream, and cold substances causes a contraction of the large intestine. Consuming food items made from flour, such as pizza, burgers, etc., leads to the accumulation of impurities in the large intestine and gradually gives rise to viruses. Taking a bath after a meal slows down the digestive system and weakens the body. Therefore, we should take a bath before meals. The use of shampoo, conditioner, and various types of hair serums weakens and damages the hair. You may have noticed how strong and dense the hair of ascetics and yogis are. Even though they do not use any kind of soap, conditioner, or branded products, they lead their lives with self-discipline while remaining celibate. Final message. Nowadays, most diseases are caused by wrong eating habits and incorrect daily routines. If you listen to your body's needs and establish a fixed routine for eating and waking up, as well as consume the right food in the appropriate quantities, you can save yourself from many diseases and even cure existing ones. Remember, the power to heal lies within you. Trust in the wisdom of your body and mind and follow these timeless principles for optimal health and well-being. Now I'm tired of these doctors and their medications. However, a friend of mine told me that you can cure people's illnesses solely through the power of their minds, without any medicine or treatment. So is it really possible? Can I also be healed in the same way as you do? The Sage's Foundation Teaching. Upon hearing this, the sage smiled and replied, "The human mind is the greatest physician in the world. It possesses the immense power of life force, capable of eradicating even the most formidable diseases from their roots. All that is needed is to recognize this power, give it the appropriate time, and follow certain rules."
ThriveX, where growth begins. Don't miss out. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon to stay inspired. Together, we'll unlock your full potential.